All right, so we're here playing Mulaka, and we are here with, what's your name, sir?
Edgar.
With Edgar, and Edgar is going to talk to us about Mulaka while we're playing it. Some really cool stuff going on here, so let's get started here. Yeah, we'll just start, sure.
So Mulaka is a game based on the Tarahumara tribe. The Tarahumara or Rarámuri tribe, it's a tribe based on northern Mexico, Chihuahua, which is our home state. The studio is from Chihuahua as well. In the game, you play as a Sukuruame, which is the Tarahumara word for a shaman. So you have to go through 8 stages, which are based on actual locations, to rally the demigods behind you, so you can all convince the actual gods not to destroy the earth. They believe in the cyclical destruction of the earth. This is supposed to be the 4th version. Right now, we're supposed to be living on the 6th version. The 5th version is the one with the Spain conquest and like the conquistadores and all that stuff, the crusades things. So through the game, you gain the blessing of the gods in the form of transformations, which is why you already can transform into a bird in this stage. It has, yeah, exactly. So it has crafting, as you can see here. This is the D-pad represented. So there's 4 potions available. You collect herbs and then you use those herbs for crafting. It's automatic crafting. It's really heavily based on hack and slash action. Oh, there it is. And that's supposed to be select, so it's kind of buggy now. And you killed him, but anyway. Each creature is heavily based on something from the lore. And there's not a thing that we invented. Everything's like from them. Yeah, you can harvest stuff and they add to your inventory, and when you have enough, you craft a new potion.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it has exploration as well and backtracking, in the sense that some transformations help you to reach locations that you haven't been able to reach before. And so you gain, for example, the bird transformation, and you can go back to the first level, and yeah, you need more magic than that.
Okay.
Oh, you can go up here and talk to this guy too. So I can talk to you about a little more about the lore. So this guy's, it's like our version of Scamander from Harry Potter universe.
Okay.
Like he's in every single level, and he tells you what's going on around the world and like what you can do and blah blah blah. Because as I said, every single thing is based on actual lore. So we took a book called the Aniruame from this really cool author that's working with us. It's like a compendium of stories and legends from the Tarahumara. So we took that, and then we extracted from that a lot of stories and legends. You can go up that way too to tell you about the fables, which is back there. So there's this thing we call the fables, which are actual collectibles from the world. Which is like they're like little nitbits and legends that we took as well from the book.
It's good that you're now out of your mother. Yeah. This is awesome. The game is smooth. It's fun. There's a lot of cool stuff going on here. All right, I'm gonna try this now. Well, we're too soon. Okay, we're okay.
So can you tell us like where in development the game is right now?
So the game's coming out early 2018.
Okay.
It's coming out on Switch, on PC, Xbox, PlayStation 4.
Wow. Okay.
So we're nearing certification. So what you see here, besides some obvious bugs, it's almost the game to its completion.
Okay.
Yeah, it recharges automatically. So you can just hang around and it'll recharge eventually. And you can see a lot of nitbits too that regular players won't know anything about that, but I wanted to put in there. So like for example, you see that Mulaka has 3 health bar thingies, and these are 3 health bar thingies because according to them, men have 3 souls and women have 4 souls. Oh, you can just stand on the ledge and that drift will push you onward.
Oh, I feel it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I need more magic. Okay, I see. Okay, so I'm gonna stand right here. There we go. Huh?
And I think we should.
That drains fast. Okay. Oh, how do you sprint? Left trigger. Okay, here we go. Left trigger sprints and hook.
And left trigger.
I'm holding left trigger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Maybe if I come this way, go hook. Oh, so close, so close. Okay. Let's gotta get speed here.
Oh, I know what's happening. That shouldn't be happening. Yeah, there's something with the bugs here.
Okay.
Let me just do some development things here.
Yeah, no problem.
Hold on. I gotta fix this. Oh yeah, for a demo earlier, we drained all the magic to show some other things. Hold on.
Of course, no problem.
We'll just grab this profile right here. I'll put you where you were, don't worry. So the game is developed by us, Lienzo. It's our second game. We previously have a game on Xbox and PlayStation called Hunter's Legacy. That's the brainchild of two guys from the studio working on this while I was working on getting funding for Mulaka. So that game, it's as I said on Xbox and PlayStation, and also the game is made by 8 people. I mean, it's a studio of 8 people. None of us have worked on video game development before, so we kind of learned on the way as we went along.
There it is.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you. Okay.
Tell us a little bit how it feels.
So,
going through.
As far as like an action game, it feels real smooth. Combat is going real nice here. It's kind of what you'd expect from a game similar to this. I will say first of all that I am a weird person that prefers inverted controls, and so I'm sure we can. But no big deal. There we go. Nice. But sorry, I'm just really enjoying it. Of course, obviously, the art is something that I'm always a big fan of. I like the simplicity of this. Oh, it's like it's like charge attack. Awesome. The ability to transform into the bird is a lot of fun. It opens up a lot of new areas, but particularly what's most important to me as somebody who is Mexican, the lore behind it is going to be really like a big deal to me to learn kind of history and past and things like that. And so all of this to me it's very fun to play. Really intuitive, and it's not trying to challenge you with anything new. It's going to be stuff that we're all familiar with, but the history behind it, if you love history and you love that type of stuff, this is going to be perfect for that.
Yeah, I really wanted to do something really Mexican, but not fall into like tacos and luchadores and like Call of Juarez stuff. So, oh yeah, that's another feature. You have this kind of like detective vision from the Arkham series, the Sukurame vision. So that highlights points that you can go to, or like nitbits, or like clues and stuff like that. So right now you're going to be able to see that and walk through. The Sukurama vision also lets you see the health bar of enemies. And there are some enemies that can camouflage and like become invisible, and you can't spot them unless you use the Sukurama vision. So you can go back there and just go through the cave, and yeah, exactly. So you can go to the rest of the level.
Nice.
You were saying before that everything has been approved by tribes and others. What can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, sure. So before the actual almost 2 years of development, we had a run of about 6 to 8 months of me going to villages and to reservations and talking with chieftains and talking with anthropologists and reading a lot, because there's nothing on the internet about this. And then once we started prototyping and doing like concept art and stuff like that, we showed it to the folk that we have talked to see whether it was accurate or not. And we did have to do some changes. For example, at the beginning, we wanted to Mulaka to fight with a bear in a cave, but the bear's a demigod, so a Tarahumara, would never ever harm a bear. So we had to take that out. This is one of our puzzle mechanics, so you can hit those stone canals, and it'll turn for you, and you'll be able to like direct the water flow around that. Yes, exactly. So yeah, everything in the game is following almost word to word the legends. We did take some creative liberties, of course, to make it more gamey. Like, for example, of course, there's no puzzles in the Sierra. Exactly. And like, for example, they talk about Daganoko, which is the giant, but they never specify if it's a stone giant or a flesh giant or a wood giant or what giant. So we took the creative liberty of making a stone giant.
Filled in some blanks.
Yeah, if you watch the Nindy Showcase stream, you can see the trailer, or in the Nintendo channel from YouTube, there's the trailer, and you can see the giant that I'm talking about. Also, there's these things that they believe in called the Rusiwari, which is literally a fanged rock that can suck your soul. But for us, that didn't have that much gamey to it, so we put it in a shell like a ghost that you can only see when you activate your vision. Like those type of things that we took our creative liberty with. And that type of deal, yeah. As I said, or I don't know if I said it, but it has narration in Tarahumara too. So each level has an intro and an outro with Tarahumara language and speaking and like a small cinematic stuff to like tell you what's happening and where you should go and all of that. I've never played Darksiders, Darksiders 1, but our writer says that it has a lot of the Darksiders elements to this. I personally wanted the combat to feel like Dark Soulsy in the sense that you have to commit to a move because it's kind of slow and punishing. So in this game, if an enemy takes enough of your health to rob you of a soul, the soul's gonna go in the enemy and make it stronger. If you kill it, then it's gonna go back to you. Or if you use a potion to heal yourself, then it's gonna go back to you. There's a switch back here, that one that you can hit. You can throw your spear at it if you hold LB2, or you can go.
Which one?
Oh, left bumper.
No, which switch?
That one right there.
Ah,
or
I
you
see
can
it
jump
now.
to it, yeah.
There it is.
So as you can see, we have a little HUD that tells you like.
Oh,
what's
nice! And now we can see which way that just
exactly.
opened. Oh, that's brilliant. So okay, so it's really an expansive area, and you get a feel of the gravity, of just like the depth and how much area there is to go in the exploration aspect of it. And I need to learn to use this more often because this is showing me a lot of different ways to go and things like that. Whoops.
If you can see, if you harvest those, you're creating bombs. You can use those bombs to burst through that wall, for example.
Okay, so how do I use those bombs?
The D-pad, so it's up, left, down, and then just attack to throw or strong attack to cancel. Mulaka has a strong attack and a weak attack, and some enemies are invulnerable to weak attack, so you have to use the strong attack on them. Right there, something's preventing you from transforming, which is that. That's an enemy that only hinders your transformations. So now you can jump there, and then you're gonna have to kill that to continue on.
See if I can do this.
Almost.
All right, well, I'm gonna try here one more shot. Ready? Ah! Nice. Awesome. Okay. Oh, yep. That was my bad. Yep. All right. It's okay though. I'm okay. Yep.
Used to hunt pheasants by running them down. So yeah, they run until the pheasant or the deer got tired and then tackled it to the ground.
Wow.
So there's pheasants in the levels to help you get to like higher spots. That's another recurrent NPC. And also you're gonna notice that you're gonna be gathering something called Korima points. And Korima is our currency. It means to share in the Tarahumara language. So you can buy upgrades later on. You can make your spear better. You can have more magic, better health, stuff like that. Oh, and as I said, that should be select. but it's kind of buggy, that one. On the Switch, it works fine, though.
I definitely am getting a Darksiders type feel.
Yeah. Okay, so how do I do strong attack? Which one is the strong attack?
It's Y.
Y, okay.
Triangle.
Got it.
I get really confused because on the Switch, Y and X are like,
Yeah.
it's all...
There it is. Let's go back in here. Get it? Yeah, I think we got it. And we're back here with the snakes. Okay. So, oh, these are new snakes. Okay, so yeah, definitely some puzzle elements too as well, which I always appreciate. There we go. Okay. Oh. Whoop. Then here. And I think.
Just that one left.
Yep. There. Awesome. Okay, so here's what I'll say about Mulaka. Really fun. The lore behind it is fantastic. I like this whole thing where there's like enemy spirits and things like that you can only see with your spiritual vision. The transformation is fun. What you said early next year is going to be about the right time?
Yeah, early 2018, yeah.
So, what made you want to do something like this? What kind of brought you to a place that you decided you want to make a game like this?
So this is a little bit personal, but I was a Boy Scout for about 8 years.
Okay.
So I've camped all around the Sierra, so I know some of the regions. And if you live in Chihuahua, like we all do, you see tarahumaras all the time, like literally every single day. And I believe that this culture, as well as many other cultures, have the same potential to be as cool as maybe like samurais or Vikings or ninjas and stuff, but they haven't had the same Hollywood treatment to them, so they don't have as much or as many cool products done around them, you know?
Yeah.
So this is really important to me. I love that there's new things being created every day, but it would be also cool to not neglect the ones that have already been created, which are part of our like history or ancestry. The tarahumaras are referred to as the first cavemen even by some anthropologists. And, and for me, it's important to keep that alive. And also, while I was investigating to see if it was doable, the more I read their lores and their legends, the more it translated automatically to a game format. So the more I like read about it, it's like, oh, this is so good and it will be so cool in the game and stuff like that. So it was like a no-brainer after that point. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you letting us play your game. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Looks great. Check out for Mulaka, guys. The game looks great. It really does.
Cool. Thanks, man.
guys,
I'll give you my
so-
card, right?
Yeah.